Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about third generation partnership project specifications, that is 3GPP specifications. As a telecommunications professional, referring to 3GPP specifications is quite natural to better understand either a specific feature or a functionality and its implementation. As we have seen from the previous videos, 3GPP specifications are the results of efforts from technical specification groups, their working groups and subgroups. 3GPP specifications are made available free of charge. The term 3GPP specification covers GSM specifications including GPRS, General Packet Radio Service, and EDGE, Evolved Data Rates for GSM Evolution, and UMTS specifications including HSPA, High Speed Packet Access, and LTE specifications including LTE Advanced and LTE Advanced Pro, and then 5G specifications including 5G Advanced. 3GPP specifications are documented at various stages, which includes stage 0. It is often appropriate to perform a feasibility study prior to formal specification work. Stage 0 refers to these technical reports which are produced based on such feasibility study. Stage 1. These specifications refer to the overall service description from the service subscribers and users point of view. In these stage 1 specifications, network is seen as a single entity which provides services to the users. Stage 2, these specifications describe the overall organization of the network functions to map service requirements into network capabilities. Stage 3, these are the specifications which provide the concrete implementation of the functionality and the protocols. These specifications define switching and signaling capabilities needed to support the services defined in stage 1. Stage 4, these are the test specifications to confirm the functionality. As we have seen that specifications are the results of efforts from technical specification groups and their working groups and subgroups, while support team is responsible for the proper management of entire documentation. Support team is also responsible to allocate specification numbers. All 3GPP specifications have a unique specification number that follows a standard numbering scheme. Now let us look at the specifications numbering scheme. It starts with 3GPP followed by specification type followed by a 2-digit number range followed by dot and 3-digit number series. Here 3GPP refers to third generation partnership project, and as we know, a 3GPP specification can be either a technical specification or a technical report. And then 2-digit series AA refers to a number range which describes the specification series number. Specification series is commonly used to describe the scope of work as mentioned in the first column of this table. And when we have three different columns representing three different number series here. As we have discussed earlier, third generation partnership project was initially formed to build a third generation mobile system based on already well adopted second generation mobile technology called GSM, Global System for Mobile Communications. We also know that first phase of third generation mobile system, that is UMTS, Universal Mobile Telecommunications System was introduced in release 1999. So we see a category of specifications that refers to GSM only, and that too till release 1999. Another category of specifications that refers to 3G and beyond mobile technologies such as UMTS, LTE and 5G from release 1999 onwards. While new mobile systems are introduced, there has been a continuous work being done to support GSM deployments with minor enhancements, which refers another set of specifications. This is why we have three different sets of specification number series here. When we look at the first column of this table, that is specification series subject, which covers various aspects of a typical mobile system. Let us briefly look at the various aspects of scope of the work, starting with general market requirements, then drafting those requirements from service users point of view, and then proposing a logical view of various network functions that helps to map the service requirements into network capabilities, and further documenting the exact implementation guidelines across various network interfaces and network elements, including signaling protocols for seamless services realization. Considering that mobile systems use radio frequencies over the open air interface to exchange the information, it is important to have the specifications to address various radio aspects of the communication, along with coding and decoding the information being exchanged with the fixed radio network and mobile core networks. Then comes work related to subscriber identity module SIM, which plays a significant role in mobile systems, which holds the essential information about the mobile users and mobile networks to uniquely identify them. As mobile systems are becoming more and more complex, it is important to be able to operate, administer and maintain them to provide services without any service interruptions, especially when we are talking about using such mobile systems for mission critical use cases such as driverless cars in transportation, remote surgeries in healthcare, extreme automation in manufacturing and many other use cases. It is also important to appropriately charge for the services being consumed for sustainable operations and to support for continuous innovation across the industry verticals. As more and more mobile users and IoT devices are getting connected to the networks never before and exchanging critical and sensitive information, security plays a key role to be able to preserve the confidentiality of the information being exchanged while restricting unauthorized access to information, and also making sure that the legitimate users and devices are connected to the network and leveraging the services provided by these evolved mobile systems. A radio interface playing an essential role in mobile systems, hence continuous innovation in this aspect is a key to address emerging business use cases and constantly changing market demands. We have been witnessing major advancements in the radio interface, especially in LTE long-term evolution, which is considered as fourth generation mobile system, and recent 5G mobile systems, 5G NR, new radio. Now let us look at other part of numbering scheme, that is 3-digit series, which refers to the specifications which describe them as either derived from previous GSM mobile system or produced newly. Just to put pieces together, whatever we have discussed so far related to specifications numbering scheme, here is an example: 3GPP followed by TS followed by 33.501. Here 3GPP refers that this is of third generation partnership project produced specification, and of type TS means it is a technical specification, and 2-digit series 33 meaning that the scope of the specification series is to address various security aspects of mobile systems, and 3-digit series 501 refers that this is a new specification, meaning that not derived from previous generations of mobile systems. Now let us look at the numbering schema of other type of specification, that is technical reports. Here again 3GPP refers to third generation partnership project, and TR refers to technical report, and 2-digit series AA refers to the subject of specification series, which we have discussed in previous slides, and 3-digit series refers to whether the technical report is of internal to 3GPP or intended to be transposed to the organizational partners or not. As an example, here is a specification with the following numbering: 3GPP followed by TR followed by 33.916. Again 3GPP represents that this specification is produced by third generation partnership project, and TR refers that this is a specification of type technical report, and the specification series 33 meaning that this specification subject refers to security aspects, and 916 represents that the specification is intended to be transposed and issued by the 7 organizational partners which we have described in our initial video. Now comes to one other important aspect of numbering scheme, that is versioning. Each specification is associated with a version number in the form of X.Y.Z. Here X refers to a specific 3GPP release. As per the table shown here, when X is 0 meaning that the specification is in draft stage. When X is 1 meaning that the specification is presented for technical specification group for information purposes. When X is 2 meaning that the specification is presented to technical specification group for approval purposes. And if X is 3 or greater than 3, that means specification is approved by technical specification group and is currently under change control. Now comes Y, which captures all the iterations of technical changes to the specification. It is incremented every time a technical change is introduced into the specification. Then the third field, that is Z, which helps to capture all those editorial changes. This value is incremented every time a purely editorial change is introduced into the specification. Now putting all things together by taking an example of a technical specification, that is 3GPP followed by TS followed by 33.501 followed by V 18.6.0. 3GPP refers that this specification is produced by third generation partnership project. TS refers that this specification is of type technical specification. 2-digit series 33 refers to subject of specification series, which is around security aspects of the mobile system. 3-digit series 501 referring that this is a new specification but not derived from previous generation of mobile system such as GSM. V refers to version. 18 represents that this specification is made available as part of release 18. 6 represents that this specification has undergone 6 technical revisions, and 0 represents that this specification has no editorial revisions. And lastly 2024-06 that represents the specification is part of a release which was released during the year 2024 and 6th month. Now let us look at a typical specification title format. Here is an example. First line is referring to that this specification belongs to third generation partnership project. Second line represents that the specification is produced by services and system aspects, that is SA technical specification group. As we discussed in the earlier videos, currently there are 3 technical specification groups. They are radio access network technical specification group, which is responsible for definition of the functions, requirements and interfaces of radio access network RAN. The next technical specification group is core network and terminals CT, which is responsible for the technical coordination of the specification work on technical interfaces and SIM card application aspects, user equipment to core network protocols, interworking with external networks, core network protocols and specifying APIs, which is application program interfaces. Then the third technical specification group, that is services and system aspects SA, which is responsible for the overall architecture and service capabilities of mobile systems and cross technical specification group coordination. Next, third line represents the title of the specification, that is security architecture and procedures for 5G system in this example. Then fourth line represents the release name in which the specification is made available, that is release 18. To search and find the specifications of interest, 3GPP has provided a portal which can be accessed publicly. We can use the following filter options in line with the numbering scheme that we have discussed so far in this video. A specification can be filtered based on specification title or specification number, specification number series, that is 2-digit series such as 01, 21, 41, etc. Then based on specification type, that is either technical specification or technical report, and then release in which the specification has made available, that is release 1999, release 4, etc. And then the publication, that is the specification you are looking for is of internal to 3GPP or transposed and published by 7 organizational partners. Then the scope of mobile technology of the specification, that is 2G, 3G, 4G, LTE, 5G and 6G. And finally status of the specification. To conclude, specifications are grouped into releases and a mobile system can be constructed based on the set of all the specifications which are part of a given release. Thank you for taking time to understand 3GPP specifications and their numbering schemes. Hope you find this information useful. Please feel free to share your feedback if any. Thank you.